Hi Taurus, this is your February 2020 tarot reading. I will draw 4 cards for you and then pull another 4 clarifiers from another deck. Okay, 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Interesting. Taurus. King of Cups, influencing energy. This is a rather stable person. All kings are capable people, masters of the energies. Now, King of Cups, for you, perhaps it's a person that you're dealing with, somebody that is involved in all of it. Or you just felt as a King of Cups just before this month began. This is a stable person, emotionally very stable person. It's also a good decision maker. You know, King of Cups, it's a good decision maker. You don't always look only for King of Swords. It's a stable, emotionally stable person. It's an all clear mind. It's otherwise it's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Oh, Pisces, yes, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer person. I'm thinking about these other cards. Very interesting. You found yourself for some reason in this difficult situation the first week of February. Yeah, with the High Priestess, with the Empress card, with another five of Cups, and the King of Cups again. King of Cups, for some reason, very important. The Moon card influencing you this month. I hope you can see it, all of it here. Now let me start. The 10 of Swords always says it's over. It's all 10s are completion. It is something is completed. It wasn't pleasure to be there. It wasn't pleasure to do these things. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been dealing with, it seems you were doing it because it was something that you have to do it for another, or another was doing something for you, and it was never a pleasant thing. None of it. That situation is coming to an end. I never really saw, or very rarely, I see 10 of Swords as something life-threatening or something like that. No, not really. I see many things that you have around yourself that you have to deal with, and it's nuisance, and it's annoyance, and it's hurtful or offensive, but you have to deal with it. Something you have to deal with. You had to deal with for some time. This is more prolonged period of time where you had to deal with unpleasant situation than one big difficult situation on its own. That's what I tried to say. It's a more difficulties from all sides that used to come from here and there. You think, oh, they're gonna leave me alone, and something again comes that you have to deal with, and you have to deal with. And look, if it's in the family, it's always something problems that we have to sort out or deal with. If you're a student, it's also comes something like that. If you're a young person, if you're old, it's always something around that we have to deal with. Now, with this 10 of Swords, now it says, whatever that situation that you found yourself in, this going to be over. Either you're gonna complete it and say it's over, because this High Priestess, with this 10 of Swords, I really see as decision that you are making within yourself. Some new knowledge, some new moments came here, some new details, because you see there's a horizon down there. some new moments came to your knowledge, came to your attention, and make you seeing the situation from completely different perspective. Now you are looking at the situation, this difficult situation for you, from different perspective, with more knowledge, now with more enlightenment about it. Now you know, why would I do this, or I will do it different way, or I don't want to do it at all. I don't have to. Something like that. That's kind of decision that comes within you, and you finally realize. But it is new moments that come to your attention. There are some new knowledge that you have to acquire. Either you're going to speak to people, or you're going to go and Google it. Something, you know what I'm saying? Some new moments will come to your attention. New knowledge, new information come to your attention, and change the perspective, completely changes perspective to your perspective to this situation. You're changing your mind. Now you know how you're going to deal with it. Now you know. Now you said, no more. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to feel like this. You're not going to do this to me anymore, because now I know something else, and I will go different way. Perhaps you find yourself into the situation where you were dependent on another, or too exposed. Now you're changing the perspective to something else. Now you know. This is knowing the situation. Now, in the second week of this month, second week of February, we do have Four of Wands, the Empress card. It's a home. You know, both of these cards together, they said home. You would have this feel of Empress. I think it's just because of this High Priestess, this side, that decision, kind of something you're going to feel, you're going to be very happy about yourself, that this came up for you, this new this new idea, this new knowledge came to you, and you made a decision about this to complete this unpleasant situation. Now you're going to be very happy about it. You're going to be very happy about it. Perhaps, you know, these two often sometimes they go as a mother and daughter. So if it's the situation like that you are a woman, or you know, you have a daughter, or anyhow, it can talk about mother and daughter within the house, and maybe situation that was unpleasant, that it's coming for to reconcile, to talk about, to make peace, to, you know, something like that. If it's the situation between mother and daughter, it's getting better. You guys will get together on something that was difficult, something that was standing between you, some difficult conversation, some unpleasant communication. If you did have, it's coming better for you. You guys, it seems it's gonna get along now a bit much better. Okay. If it's mother and daughter, that's very specific. But anyway, it's good to say. Anyhow, now, the Empress card, this feeling within yourself that you are enjoying fruits of your labor. This is having everything in your life, having everything, either just enough or being luxurious, doesn't matter. Different people find themselves happy in a different surrounding. Some of us, we like some basic stuff, and some people like to be in a cabin in the woods. Some people love to be in a luxurious flat in New York. You know, it's a different people. That's what I'm saying. So you find yourself here in your surrounding where you really feel good with yourself. You're enjoying it. You're really enjoying it. The number 4 card says about the same. But number 4, this particularly 4 of Wands, it said you got there. You did have hell of a trouble there. You did have hard work before you got there. Now this 4 of Wands, now it's a plateau that you reach from which you can see everything, what you've done, what happened until that point. You can reflect yourself. You can reflect on everything what happened before, and you can see there is the way forward, because there is the door. These 2 rods on one side to on another makes like a door opening, so you can see the future and you can see the past. So you can reconcile. You can see what you can take. That experience that you have already before you came to this stable situation, you can talk about it, you can see it clearly, and based on it you can see your way forward. I hope I didn't complicate this so much. But second week, it is about reconciliation, seeing the way forward based on that what we already been through. And it could be that you've been through something very unpleasant. This is beautiful card. But you build something that is, building something with hard work. And then you got it. Now you've got experience. That experience is something that you must use before you go further through this gate, further with your life. Something like that. Being wise there. The Empress. Anyway, third week is 2 5s. 5 is a card of change, and this I see that you find yourself in this situation feeling left alone, not feeling the place you want to be. This isn't the place you want to be. This is the ill place. You want to be somewhere better, somewhere. Look at these feelings here. Now suddenly you just left there. You are left there. You are left there all by yourself. You don't feel warmth around yourself. Nobody to. There's no caring energies. I don't know. You are disappointed here, and you feel disappointed. Perhaps your expectation here, perhaps looking back, as I said, in the second week, looking back in your life, how did you get to this position now? This is stable position. It is stable moment. You achieved this stable moment. But you now looking back, how did you get there? You're feeling poor. It is poor feeling, and disappointing. This third week, even fourth, after second week of February, I think it will make you somehow. I don't know, Taurus. Will you be thinking about what you've done earlier? What is happening now? How did you get to this situation? It seems to me that you will be contemplating something like that. How did I just find myself in this situation? This King of Cups is very important. Very important. As an influencing energy, as you feeling like that, Taurus, it's unusual. It's very unusual. Taurian card could be the Empress card, but the King of Cups, like Pisces or Scorpio or a Cancer card, this person is so important now this month for you. It is February, King of Cups. It's a Piscean energies that is coming now, Piscean season that we're coming into. This end of the February. That perhaps maybe something like that. But I really think that this emotional state, that you're looking for your emotional stability. This month you're really looking for you're desperate for your emotional stability. Stability. And the moon card brought you here something uncertain, something that's still to be clarified, something not really clear to you. It's still nighttime, should be brought to the daylight, but then when you bring it to the daylight, it was a lot to contemplate, a lot to reflect on, and it seems that this February you are really reflecting on some past events, something that was very unpleasant for you. It's a reflection all the time. You're contemplating something. There's no movement here. You are very static here in this February, Taurus. You will be thinking a lot about yourself, about people, your family, your dear people, your friends, or I don't know what is it. This is something very very personal. That is your home. That what would you say home? Whatever whatever is home for you, home. That way you feel at home with people, families. It's come up big time, and it seems to me it's a lot in here for you to talk about, to discuss about, to reconcile, to bring up on the open, even if it's cold, even if it's unpleasant, just bring up in the open, so this emotional stability can be reached finally. It seems to me that what you're searching all the time before you came into this month, and by end of the month, you perhaps searching for this emotional stability, something turbulent within your family. This is all together family situation. I'm sure it's not for all of you, but for some of you, you will be dealing with unpleasant family moments, family situation. It's reconciliation, looking for emotional stability. That is coming for you for some reason. And it's also, it's a Piscean season. You might as well manage by the end of the month to find this emotional stability, to find the answer, to find peace with yourself and with other people that are dear to you, perhaps. Anyway, Taurus, I hope you're going to have good February.